one of our postgraduate study degrees musicians and now the Director of Marketing for Kingdom Life Christian College or University.
At 5, I started having interest in music.
Unusual in his devotion to his particular domain, his parents would love to hear his music.
Motivated by them, I engaged in various singing competitions. Held as champions or not, it didn't matter, for I am convinced that I belong to this art and its discipline.
There are lots of true musicians, those who are dedicating their lives to their chosen craft. This is music.
At 15, I already had a head start training choristers and conduct church choral pieces. I enjoy teaching and performing these authored music sheets.
Not only interested in teaching music, he too started to compose songs and later found his interest in musical arrangements and music productions using vintage devices such as cassette recorders and cassette tapes, utilizing professional reels and some other recording stuff.
Being acquainted with some members of the Philippine Madrigals and their conductress, the late UP Music Professor Andrea Veneracion, I was able to somehow notice how the music is produced. And because of my one-on-one training with Professor Nanagay Villazor, I was culturally and classically honed as a performer.
Audience by some dignitaries in some of his solo performances during his 20s, he was offered the chance to become a recording artist in Metro Manila, to have a soda drink sponsored solo concert, and the privilege of becoming a full scholar student at Harvard University, Cambridge, USA. However, Alexander had a calling to become a minister of the Word of God, and so he went down the limelight of stage performance and started to minister to the people of God, his community.
Here, by the grace of God, led by His Spirit, I was one of the composers, interpreters, and musical arranger for an album project. And as the assistant executive producer of the undertaking, I was able to compose songs in honor of him, and in fact was able to produce an album entitled Hidlaw Sadya Volume 1 under the production of Joy Lord Omni Media, with the direction of Dr. Ramon Alisan Jr. All of the cuts I have it posted via SoundCloud, and subsequently 500 copies of which were released locally and abroad.
His love of music production and the passion in arranging musical pieces for various musical instruments were well expressed by accepting the invitation of Dr. John Kenuel to become one of the music piece arranger providers for the 4 groups of related musical instruments called the woodwinds, brass, percussion, and strings. He served as the senior orchestra conductor of the Bacolod Evangelical Church Symphony Orchestra for 4 years, having series of concerts locally and outside the province. He continued to be the managing artist of the Hidlaw Sadya Ensemble, a string quartet classical group of performers for all functions.
Since my daughters, Hannah and Pearl, were classical singers and both are violin and viola players respectively, I was able to arrange and conduct some of the classical pieces coming from the musical films or movies, namely Les Miserables, Phantom of the Opera, and The Pirates of the Caribbean. During the orchestra concert, where I not only conducted the orchestra, but as well as I am a player of double bass. And if you figure this out, it is just like this instrument, but this is not double bass, this is cello.
Having been able to finish his bachelor's degree in supplemental studies in education, STI West Negros University, and after searching in for units in master's degree in theology, majoring church administration at School of Remedial and Theological Seminary, a Korean institute in Iloilo City, Panay, Philippines, he decided to enroll at Kingdom Life Christian University, Lakeland, Florida, USA. And there, after having been able to submit his action research on music entitled Music in Year 9 Classroom, particularly in music theory, critical writings of music, and musicology, he was able to graduate and had gotten his certificate with the university's official seal and the latter's transcript of records.
I praise and thank the Lord for the achievements that He allowed me to experience and the possible promotions one could benefit out from studying postgraduate courses.
Alexander had 4 semesters, finishing the course, Master in Music Education, majoring music production. He started from Principle of Church Education to Philosophy of Music Education for the first semester, Vocal Pedagogy, Electronic Music Production, Audacious Euphony, and others for the remaining semesters.
Just recently, I got this performance evaluation from my evaluators. So what are you waiting for? Enroll, enjoy, and have fun at the Kingdom Life Christian College or University. Remember, Yeshua says, "Occupy. I am coming through you. I am ruling by you."